In a bid for seemingly the most pointless accessory for your Quest 2, I have a pair of pistol gun grips for your controllers. Now I do say pointless because what's the point in decking your controllers out with these when you can't even see them in VR? Well, it turns out there's some secret sauce to these, which means they might actually be more point than pointless. So welcome to my tech gear. Let's check them out. So AMVR did send me these to review, but they are not sponsoring or paying for this video, so the opinion you get will be honest and my own. Let's first talk about the packaging, shall we? It's absolutely awful. There is nothing on here that really tells you what it is. Someone in AMVR's packaging department really needs to go back to marketing school. It just says VR game accessory and a picture of your controller, and you can just make out the pistol grips in the back as well. How hard would it have been to get a picture of this on the cover? Anyway, let's just open it. So the pistol grip comes in 3 pieces and assembly is really easy as everything just clicks into place. Once it's all assembled, it is super sturdy, nothing feels loose or is going to fly off. It is actually really well made. It even has a hole at the bottom for you to thread through the wrist strap if you want to keep that on. Once it's assembled, you will notice a real weight to it. The base of the pistol here is where the bulk of the weight sits, which does make the pistol feel a little bit front heavy, but it gives the controller more presence and weight. It does start to feel like you're holding, whilst not a gun, at least something. So the pistol grip accessory by itself weighs 115 grams. If you add the controller and a battery to it, all up that weighs 264 grams. So if you put that into perspective, a Glock 21, which is a semi-automatic pistol, weighs about 1.1 kgs and around 39 ounces with a loaded magazine. So it certainly doesn't feel like a real gun, but as I said, it does feel like you're holding something. The gun grips themselves are really well designed and far better than a lot of 3D printed options that you can see out there in the market. I'm definitely getting a pistol grip crossed with an Overwatch vibe from the design here. It's really well put together, it feels really good, it looks good, and that added weight definitely adds the feeling that you're holding something in game. So for games like Pistol Whip, Contractors, Pavlov's Shack, and other first-person shooters, it's going to help with immersion. Do be careful with these pistols though, because they do not show up in game, so you can keep banging them together if you're not careful. So for some games, having the gun grips on both controllers makes perfect sense. In Pistol Whip, where you've got a dual wield option, for instance, that makes perfect sense, and it is really cool, kind of makes you feel a little bit like John Wick whilst you're playing. But for most FPS games, having the gun grip on a single controller makes a lot more sense. Half-Life Alyx will be a great example of that, where you have a pistol in one hand and you're reloading with the other. So do you need them? Well, no, not really. It does add some weight to your gameplay, so it definitely helps enhance immersive gameplay for first-person shooters, and it makes it better than the cheap 3D printed options that you can get in the market, but it's not a compulsory purchase. Still, at only $29, it's not an expensive accessory either, and if you want to look like John Wick to your mates or your family whilst they watch you play, it's not a bad investment. And it's certainly the best of the pistol grips that I've seen to date. I just wouldn't say it's the most important accessory that you should buy. I will place a purchase link to it in the description down below though, so you can go check it out for yourself. If you want to add more weights to your controllers and don't mind it not looking like a gun, then I'd actually recommend getting Kiwi Designs VR dumbbells instead. These allow you to add even more weight to your controllers, up to an additional 196 grams that is more centrally distributed and adjustable too. The dumbbells are just more versatile for more games. I've done a review of these already, so be sure to check out my review in the link up here or in the description down below. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, see you in the next one.